We do have breaking news. Let's go up to Stu and Sky Fox over a pursuit that started in Ladera Heights. What are we hearing, Stu?
Well, this is getting really sketchy out here. You see that Tesla. Actually, LAPD is backed off on the ground. Now, we do have a helicopter above it, and you saw him just make that quick turn, and there he is, continuing those high speeds. We also picked up a bug right there. Running some red lights, very, very dangerous. Let me bring up some information for you guys so you can follow along at home. The speeds have been up to, I would say, 80 miles an hour at some points, and this is one of the things. You know, these electric cars, especially the Teslas, they've got a lot of go when you put your foot in it, but it might not last that long. So we're going to keep an eye on them, but still, you know, going 80 miles an hour here on these side streets, not what you want to see. LAPD, they do have the helicopter above, and we just were hearing them say that we're going to try to reestablish that pursuit. If you've been with us a couple of times in the past, you know when we get into the Los Angeles or South LA area, we have to get these weird long shots because we're not allowed in there along with everybody else because there's a pursuit going on. That's something that we can talk about some other day. But right now, though, you can see it off in the distance, continuing there, southbound on Main Street, pretty high speeds, and of course, LAPD, they might not have anybody right behind them, but they're definitely going to be lining up some officers. Hopefully, when this thing comes to an end, they'll be there. The original one, apparently some sort of burglary, and multiple suspects inside that vehicle. That also might kind of up the ante to have multiple units there at the end when this thing does come to a stop so that there's a number of officers able to take more than one person into custody.
If there's a burglary involved, there is a possibility also that the car itself might be stolen because often these burglary suspects, or we've seen these teams go in and use stolen cars as their getaway
Chris,
cars.
he's coming towards us.
That's also a possibility as well. But we don't have the speed there on the screen this time around. We can tell here going through these surface streets throughout this area. What neighborhood is this now? Oh, there you go. So we're looking at 81 miles per hour through southeast Los Angeles, and again through in broad daylight going through some of these city streets here. You're looking at the pedestrian crossway there, so no telling as we approach 11:11 right now.
But here's the unique thing about electric cars and Teslas. I think there is a shut-off feature. If your car is stolen,
that's right.
If that belongs to you, there is a way to shut down the electronic mechanism, basically turn off the engine, obviously geolocate where this car is. I mean, we see it here. But if you're the owner of that, and let's say that is a stolen Tesla or other electric vehicles, I'm not sure the technology, but I think it is in place where you can make it turn off.
If you're aware that your car is stolen,
right?
That's
right.
You know.
Also, some of these Teslas have maximum speed shutoffs too, where it just caps you at a certain speed.
Give us a second.
Stu, yeah, reorient us. Where are we right now?
We're looking at, it started off in the Ladera Heights area. Now we're looking at near the Florence Graham area of southeast LA, so near the 110 freeway, north of the 105, still going through those surface streets. Looks like Sky Fox and Stu are trying to reorient themselves here to try to see if they can find this. But, you know, all these streets, of course, in a grid pattern, so, but when during a pursuit like this, these are cars that are going every which way, so turning right, turning left, it's hard through all the trees and all the traffic and all the houses there to really sometimes keep a close eye on where these vehicles are going.
And usually in cases like this, in pursuits, they obviously know where they're going. The drivers have some kind of idea or location in mind. And given the fact that this is a newer model vehicle, there are those maps, those electronic maps on the touch screen right there. So it can give them a sense of where they are and orient whoever's driving in that vehicle. So technology is and is not on their side, you know, however way you want to look at it, but they do have all those resources right there on their touch screen. Let's see if Stu is able to find that vehicle at this point, that black Tesla that we were over, Sky Fox overhead. Clearly, the initial one, they were saying burglary suspects, multiple people
in the car
inside that Tesla.
It looks like Stu's not the only one up there, Sky Fox, so you'll probably likely have a LAPD airship over as well.